Oftentimes, the plane would come into our community and take away the children to residential schools. And the parents had no say. They just came in and they were oftentimes forcibly put into the planes, and then they flew away. I was raised in Calling Lake, a small community, predominantly Aboriginal community in my time. We didn't have power, running water. The nearest town was Athabasca, and that was absolutely a perfect life. I didn't realize it at the time. But the hunters provided the food. We had our own midwives deliver the babies. Then things started to change in the era of residential schools. Greatly impacted our community. Was decided by the federal government that the Indian within the child had to be taken away. As a child, an Indian child was born, they were to be registered, and in that list, the names would go to Ottawa. And then that is the list that the government used to come and apprehend our kids. Although my mom was full status, she didn't register us as we were born. She protected us. She protected us so we wouldn't be removed from her and the community. Although we didn't go to residential school, we experienced similar things that the kids experienced in school, residential school. We couldn't talk our language. Anytime we spoke Cree, we got a strap. I knew it was wrong. Even at that time, I knew it was not right. So I vowed, even at 9 years old, I would work the rest of my life to change that, to make us equal to everybody that got all the privileges which we were not allowed to get. My mom prepared all of us. It's disappearing, all the work we have. The lumbering trade is gone. Trapping is limited. Fishing, there's no fishing left. So you have to leave. So her instruction to me was, I want you to get a government job. Go work for the government, my boy. I was hired. Provincial government and the federal government had a partnership, relocation counseling program. So I moved to Slave Lake. The program was to help relocate young Aboriginal families where there were opportunities. So I lived in Slave Lake for 20 years and ran a variety of different programs. That's where I met my wife. We had two boys. Had a heart attack when I was 50. I decided to move closer to better medicine, moved to Edmonton. It's tough when you leave your community. It's very difficult to make the change oftentimes because you depend on the community a lot and your friends and your family. Your way of life in the indigenous ways of our life is oftentimes left behind. We're going into an urban setting where it's schedules, there's transportation issues, there's daycare issues, getting a job. Who do we go to start getting guidance? Those are the most obvious challenges, but there definitely are resources here to help you take on the challenges head on. Edmonton is one of the most friendliest communities, cities that an Aboriginal person, a person recognized as a visible minority, can move to. The mayor of Edmonton and council have right now, they're tackling poverty, ending poverty, and creating opportunities for newcomers. The thing that drew me to the community was my volunteering. This is, I think, how I gradually grew into the community. I love engaging and presenting and increasing our awareness and the beauty of our ways. So that gradually molded me into the community. But in order to achieve that greatest level of acceptance in our community, we have to be a part of the social fabric of society, I always call it. Go to school, get a good job, and the rest will fall in place. Elders are here to support you. There's so many wonderful elders that will spend time with you, sit with you, and teach you our ways. Smudging and cleansing, medicines, those are the best things for us, all of us collectively together. One of the profound statements Justice Sinclair made was, education got us into this mess, education will get us out. I truly believe that.
Yeah, sound rolling. Sound?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, action.